the massive uproar over the Haidarpora encounter on the 16th of November, sources say that the administration has agreed to return the bodies of the deceased to the protesting family members. Exhumation of the bodies is likely to take place tonight. Now, this comes after protests were staged by the families of 3 of the deceased, demanding the handover of the bodies. The family members had slammed the police, claiming that those who died were not terrorists but innocent civilians. Meanwhile, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has ordered a magisterial probe into the encounter. 4 people were killed in the encounter in Haidarpora on the 16th of November. Well, the family members have been saying that those who died, in fact, on Monday night, the Jammu and Kashmir police had claimed that 2 militants and overground workers had died in a gunfight where an encounter took place. The family have been disputing the claims and saying that this was, in fact, at least 3 out of them were innocent, is what the family members claim. My colleague Ishan joins us for more on this. Ishan, what is the current status? Last night, the family members were protesting. They had to be forcibly taken away by the police. Have their demands been met to a certain extent?
Well, yes, a magisterial inquiry, which will be led by additional district magistrate, has been ordered by the Lieutenant Governor's office. They informed media that this inquiry will happen, but they and the political parties have been demanding a judicial inquiry, which means which will be headed by somebody from the court, and they should be leading this, inquiry, and not a judicial inquiry, but not an inquiry led by the additional district magistrate. But nonetheless, an inquiry has been ordered, but they are also demanding the bodies of these 2, one who was a house owner and another the tenant, that they should be returned. Although police said that they had one of them was in OGW and another they are booking him for harboring militants in his house, and the family members although disputed from the day one that they had got anything to do with it, and since then there were protests by the family, and then political parties have also demanded that there should be an inquiry and the body should be handed over to the family members for proper burial, because police cited law and order problem and buried them at night time in Handwara in North Kashmir and not in Srinagar city. But now the government may be rethinking about giving bodies back to these families, and there could be a low-key burial which might take place in Srinagar tonight. That's what sources are indicating. But there have been protests by the political parties. We saw today Umar Abdullah, and other political parties like People's Conference led by Sajjad Lone were also protesting and calling for an inquiry into this issue, because from the day one, the family disputed police's claim. Police had said that they had taken them for the search that was conducted in that particular premises, and during that exchange of gunfire, they had died. The questions were raised in the manner in which the operation was carried out. Family members saying that even if they were called for the searches, twice they were let go, and third time they were taken in, and why wasn't a bulletproof provided to them if they were civilians and they were being taken inside to show the building? But police had been saying a different scenario, and the family has been maintaining a different statement. Now, since this has become a big issue in Kashmir Valley, the government is now rethinking and trying to make sure that the justice is delivered to the families, and that's what from the day one, not only the family but also the political parties in Kashmir have been demanding.
Request you to stay on with us. I want to play out for our viewers some of the reactions that came in from the family members of the deceased.
We are demanding for the dead body of innocent civilian Mohammed Altaf Butt. We are staying here in this chilling cold since 10 in the morning. Nobody has approached us so far. I'm feeling so helpless and desperate that there's nobody in the administration who has come to us. They are not even bothered to speak to us. Why?
बड़े अफसोस की बात है, बेगुनाह अल्ताफ शेख को शहीद किया गया।
प्रेस कॉल नहीं आए, आप चाहते क्या?
हम सिर्फ इंसाफ चाहते हैं कि हमारी लाश को वापस करो, सिर्फ लाश को वापस करो और वेरीफाई करो। और मैं गवर्नर साहब से, एलजी साहब से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ कि अगर मेरे भाई को कोई भी एलिगेशन है, मैं पूरे लाल चौक में ये घंटा घर है इधर ले जाए मुझे और मुझे सरेआम फांसी दीजिए। वो इतना शरीफ बिजनेसमैन था, वो बिल्डर था, वो टैक्स पेयर था, वो क्यों बेगुनाहों का कत्लेआम ये गवर्नमेंट टेररिस्ट कर रहे हैं।
Senior journalist Suja Ul Haq joins us this evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. Suja, I appreciate you joining us. We've heard the administration promising justice. Now, this encounter comes at a time where we're probably looking at elections in Jammu and Kashmir. We're probably even looking at statehood demand being met. Incidents like this cast an aspersion again on the administration's intent and also as far as winning the hearts and minds of the people, that much used phrase, is concerned.
Bang on there. There's definitely, incidents like these definitely do cast aspersions and also do not augur well when it comes to the, prevailing atmosphere in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly Kashmir Valley. These two businessmen who've been killed in this encounter, their families have been distraught, and for the last 2 days they've been protesting at various places in Jammu and Kashmir, in Srinagar city, and have been demanding, one, an inquiry into this, and number two, return of the bodies for their last rites. So I think what this encounter has done is definitely a reason that the administration should look at. We've now heard that the Lieutenant Governor's administration has ordered an inquiry, a magisterial probe. There certainly would be a lot of expectations from this probe. We'll certainly also have a look out on whether the bodies of these two businessmen will be returned to their families so that they can conduct their last rites.
Suja, just a couple of questions. One, could the administration have handled this any better? Yes, as you were saying, a magisterial probe has been announced, but is it a bit too late in the day? And secondly, it's very rare that, in cases like this, a magisterial probe is announced and we get to the bottom of this. In 2020, and correct me if I'm wrong here, in Shopian, there was a similar incident where 3 people whom the police claimed were hardcore terrorists, or rather the army claimed were hardcore terrorists, were gunned down. And at the end of a long inquiry, it was found that it is actually a fake encounter, and these were the local youth there. Things like this are not very often where it actually goes to its logical conclusion.
Well, that's correct, and in fact, a lot of people have expressed their reservations because of this particular aspect in itself. If you see throughout the day, there've been questions being raised even on a probe that has been ordered. But the fact of the matter is that that's the only way to go about it, right? I mean, you have to investigate, you have to probe the incidents, and hope that that the probe is done in a fair manner, in an unbiased manner. I think no matter how much one would like to question these probes, but the only way also going forward is to demand an investigation. It's the prerogative of the state government or the administration to ensure that these probes are done in a fair manner and in a time-bound manner, and the truth truth prevails. So one would only assume or expect on behalf of these families that is done. But all the more difficult is to understand why the state government or the administration did not behave in a more empathetic manner towards these families. Most of them so far have only been asking that they should be given the bodies of their kin back so that they could conduct their last rites. That is something that if the state in itself is accepting at certain points that at least one of them was a civilian, an innocent civilian who got caught in the crossfire. So the least that the family members of that civilian deserve is a decent burial, right? So I think these questions would certainly be posed at the administration, and one would hope that decent answering is also done.
Okay, Shujal ul Haq, I thank you so much for talking to Mirror Now. Senior journalist there, sharing his views with us on the controversy surrounding the Haidarpura encounter. My colleague Ishan is also still with us. Ishan, there are of course several contradictions, several claims coming in. Just for our viewers, piece together the several unanswered questions that happened that night during the encounter, and the two versions and the very, very conflicting versions, especially regarding the 3 out of the 4 people who died that night.
The controversy erupted as soon as both of them, police said, were taken to the house and they were taken inside for the search operation. The family questions that why didn't they provide them any bulletproof or any sort of equipment which could have saved their life, since there was a threat, and if they knew there was any militant inside the house, why were they put in the harm's way? That's their first question. Question number two, that they are saying that the wife of this doctor says that he was not associated with any sort of such activities, and if proven, she is ready to face the consequences, and she knows the activities that his husband was involved in, and he was not involved in any sort of activities. So that is where it got very tricky for the administration. And also, sort of way police was from the day one, they did not give the body back since he was a civilian. That posed a great question for the administration, because everyone in Kashmir was questioning the government, given the fact that if they are civilians, why aren't their dead bodies being given back? Police cited law and order problem, but the families kept saying that they have a right to have a decent burial, and the law and order is with the police, and they should be able to maintain it. So there were a lot of questioning that why in the manner in which the encounter was conducted, and there were eyewitnesses quoted by several newspapers saying that they saw that twice they were taken inside the building, and the third time when they were taken inside, there was a gunfire, and they don't know what happened after that. And even the third person, who police says that was one of those OGWs, or what the police is calling, that his father has actually killed militants in Ramban area of Jammu, and he was under a police protection. He has won awards from the administration and the government of India for his bravery. Then his father is also questioning that his father is a patriot, and how will his son be indulged in such kind of activities? The family also says he was just working as an office boy at the office of the tenant, and he is also innocent. So there are these questions that police needs to answer, and now the police also will have to see that what kind of statements does come out, and what will be the ministerial probe, come out from the ministerial probe that the government has finally ordered now.
Alishan, thank you so much for bringing us all that information, all those updates. Of course, this case has sparked a lot of outrage. Earlier today, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah staged a sit-in protest demanding the return of the bodies of the deceased civilians to their family members. Of course, the family, as Ishan was just telling us, have been demanding the bodies of the deceased for their final rites.
I have been in touch with the family. I just spoke to one of the family members, and she has been in regular contact with IG Kashmir of J&K Police. She has told me that she is assured by the IG that the process has started and the bodies will be returned. My only purpose of coming and sitting here was to try and help these families to achieve some element of justice and to help them get the bodies back.